Please activate the subtitles. My name is Roger.koller and this video is going to be very special. It's the third episode of a series of videos named The Challenge. If you haven't seen the previous videos, please click on this card here and watch them before this one. It's essential that you watch the previous videos before this one in order to fully understand this one, so please stop the video right now and watch them.
Okay.
So please stop this video right now and watch them before this one. But if you don't know what the challenge is, I'm going to explain this really quickly. The challenge is a series of videos that will help you achieve fluency by one simple exercise. You just need to choose a topic for conversation and speak about it for 1 minute non-stop, and you can't read anything as you're speaking. So this is the challenge, okay? So I've made 2 videos about this so far, and in the first 2 videos I've taught you how to do that. I've taught you some strategies in order to make it more efficient. As I said in the previous videos, if you are a student from the pre-intermediate level of English up to the advanced level of English, you can speak about any topic for 1 minute non-stop, even if you're not familiar with the topic. So this exercise was designed for students from the pre-intermediate level up to the advanced level. However, some basic students have sent me messages on Instagram, on Twitter and on Facebook saying that they could express themselves, they could speak for 1 minute non-stop, for 15 minutes, for 1 hour non-stop. Seriously, many basic students have sent me messages saying they could express themselves and they could do the challenge. And I was really happy with that. But of course, many people have sent me messages saying, "Oh, but Roger, I couldn't do that because I'm a basic student. I couldn't speak for 1 minute non-stop. It was really difficult for me." So today, this video is for basic students trying to do the challenge. So I'm gonna read 2 comments from basic students and I'm gonna try to help them. And if you have questions, please leave your comment with your question in the comment section down below. I will probably make a video out of it, so please ask me anything.
I have several questions.
So Gustavo said, "Hi, I have a question. I can understand some words in English very well, but I can't come up with sentences or talk about them. I know what they mean, but I can't use them. Can you help me with that? Thank you." And Rosie also said, "My basic vocabulary in English is pretty good. I practiced previously written sentences every day, but I couldn't even speak for 15 seconds. Okay, so this video is for you. I'm going to reply to these questions and I'm going to give you tips on how to become fluent. Even if you're a basic student, you'll be able to communicate pretty soon. So stay tuned. Okay, let's think of the similarities between these 2 questions. First, they're basic students. And second, they have some knowledge of English, they know vocabulary, they know grammar. They have the knowledge here in the brain, but when they have to use it, they just can't do that because they forget the words, they don't know how to use them. Basically, what we have here is a case of passive knowledge. I think I have that too. I think I'm a passive. Oh, perhaps. Let's see. So, when you're learning a language, there are 2 levels. The active knowledge and the passive knowledge. The active knowledge is the grammar and the vocabulary that you can use actively when you're speaking. It's something that you know off the top of your head, that you can communicate using the language without any hesitation. So it's something that you have in your mind and you can use it. When you need to use it, you know how to use it without any hesitation. So this is active knowledge. You know something and you use it when you have to use it. Passive knowledge, on the other hand, is something that you know, so it's here. You know vocabulary, you know grammar. But when you have to use it, you just forget everything. You get blocked. You can't use it. But when you have this passive knowledge, you can recognize words. So you can probably understand when somebody speaks to you. Or you can read a text and you can understand the text. But when you have to speak, you just forget about everything again. So this is passive knowledge. Passive knowledge is when you know something, but you can't bring this knowledge down to your mouth. Down to my mouth? Yes, I think I'm passive then. Today I'm going to help you turn this passive knowledge into active speaking. Oh, that's very good. I want to become active. What? I beg your pardon. What did you say? I have passive knowledge. I want to become an active speaker. Oh yeah, I'm going to help you with that. I'm going to give you 3 tips on how to do that. Thank you, Roger. I want to improve my oral skills. So I'm going to give you 3 tips on how to become an active speaker. So the first tip is you need to find speaking partners. You need to find people that you can communicate with in English, people who you can interact with in English. But Roger, that's the problem. Nobody speaks English in my family. My friends don't speak English, so I can't find these speaking partners. Where will I find these people? Well, I have the solution for you, and for you too. If you subscribe to the channel, you'll be given access to our group on Telegram, and then you'll be able to practice your English using voice messages and text messages. Today there are 350 people there in the group, speaking English, communicating in English, sending voice messages, text messages all the time. So subscribe to the channel and you have this access to this group on Telegram. And you have speaking partners. Oh, that's a very good idea. I'm gonna join this group. But even if I join the group, I'm a basic speaker, so I won't be able to communicate. So you are a basic student of English, right? Mm-hmm. So it means that you are studying English. So the tip is, you have to use what you're studying at the moment. So let's imagine, for example, that you're learning the simple present. The simple present is all about routine. So you go to the group on Telegram and you start talking about your routine. For example, oh, I wake up at 5 a.m, then I brush my teeth, I have a shower, then I have breakfast, I go to work, I work up to 6 p.m. and then I go back to my house, I call my girlfriend and I use the internet and then I go to sleep. And then you ask, what do you do? There are many people there. Somebody's gonna reply to your question, talking about his or her routine. So you start interacting with other people about the things that you're studying at the moment, things that you have just learned. And you're talking on Telegram, so you can use your tools. For example, you can use Google, you can use your books, you can use dictionaries. Use anything you need to communicate with this person, to keep the conversation going. Don't let the conversation die. Let's imagine, for example, that you've just learned the future with Will. So you go to the group on Telegram and say something like, hey guys, I will go to a Mexican restaurant on Saturday. Do you have plans for the weekend? What will you do on Saturday? And then somebody's going to reply to your message, and then you're going to have a conversation. You can use books, Google, dictionaries. After you text message for some time, you're going to build up some confidence, and then you can start sending voice messages. And therefore, you'll be practicing your speaking because you send voice messages. You'll be practicing your listening because you receive voice messages. And you practice your writing because you'll be typing things. And you practice your reading because you read what people will be texting you. So the conclusion is you have to use English, okay? So you have this passive knowledge, you have to use it. You have to force yourself into using it. Follow my tips, join our group on Telegram. Remember that if you subscribe to the channel, you'll be given access to the PDF files with extra exercises and homework based on my videos, and you get access to our group on Telegram. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share this channel with your friends, help me grow this channel. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next class.